This is a story about a little adventure I had. One, I'll always remember, but I'll never do again. Ever, 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 ever. This is how my story goes. I got invited to the Outback, but little did I know what was in store for me, and that my mind was gonna blow. We rocked up after a 3-hour drive east to a small town called Corner in the heart of a belt of wheat. It was barren, I didn't think much of it. Ooh, but by the end of my weekend stay, I was fucking off it. There's 3 city girls in town, we were the gossip. Now one of the locals had got his dick stuck in a possum. The first night was alright, nothing occurred, but by the next day my views had started to stir. My mate's dad owned the hotel, so that's where we parked. And by 5 o'clock, the whole village was in the bar. They managed to convince us to come to a party. With nothing else to do, we trekked to nowhere, but it was hardly what we'd expected. A barnyard full of half-incested, probably getting pissed on real Red Bull injections. They look weird, or sort of the same. I was sus, but the stereotypes were to blame. I tried to give them a chance, but they had the same complex, and I had no idea what was coming next.
Howdy, buckaroos! Buckaroos! Here we go!
Stranded? Where the fuck are we? Pieces of art in some car. I got up to recheck the party. Heaps of rednecks had left. Wishing we scanned a lift. I wanted to gang the rest of the piece, and then I met the yokels that remain. But before I knew it, my fucking face was soaked with champagne. I got sick, but it was supposed to be a nice joke. I made friends with a chicken, so she had to pour a can of Coke over my head. I couldn't believe it, and they're all doing it to each other. I just wanted to leave it before I bashed some cunt. Then Tans come out, we started freestyling, dissing the little runts. Drunk, we didn't click from the start. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have smoked blunts in front of their grandmas, but I didn't notice there were too many locusts hitting the car. I must have lost focus. I know you can't quote this, I ain't like that. You spark my drink, you little shit, I'll only fight back. No, I haven't stolen your Taipan, you Cobra. Get me away from this loser, the better, the sooner the better. So Tans, you gonna do work placement here? She said never ever. I said the weather's as dry as I put you with no guy. No shit, Sherlock, let's make it a night.
Howdy, buckaroos! Buckaroos! Here we go! Howdy, buckaroos! Buckaroos! Here we go!
That weekend we went through every emotion except tears with fear stem from the civil erosion. I'm all open to different types, different strokes, but the difference here was like Roseanne and J-Lo. You could say we make the most of our sightseeing, with shaving cream fights the highlight of their evening. I love the country, usually lush green hills, animals, cottages, no fried sicko thrills. What happened to veggie gardens full of pumpkins? Instead I got a dirt plane and on it Uncle Bumpkins. Maybe there's something in the water distorting their perception. Are you my wife or my daughter? Nah, it's not that bad, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's norms amongst them, but they're sort of hard to find. There's a lot more, but I'll be here to Timbuktu. Just whatever you do, stay away from that crew. Yeah, those city slickers, they come to our town and expect to drink all our liquor. Shit, loves their clowns. At least I know why they call it the country now.